All right. Open us up in prayer and we can hop into it. God, thank you for another opportunity to gather and honor you. Thank you for the ladies joining us tonight, for their stories, Lord, for their gifts, and for you ordering their steps. Thank you for your grace and your mercy, and I pray for forgiveness of our sins. It's in your Son Jesus' name, Amen. Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Again, look, this is the Glory Stories, where we're a spiritual networking platform allowing individuals to share their testimonies and life perspective while honoring God's glory by sharing every story. Again, I'm Korean Wiggins. We kept the main thing with our spiritual spark for this evening and prayer to kick us off. As always, we have a great episode put together for you this evening. It's $2 Tuesday tonight. Now, if you know, you know, but if you don't trip. You don't have to go to the club or the bar or nothing like that or spend any of your money. You know, most of them closed anyway for real. But we do it a little different. The more love and more glory way. You get the opportunity to receive your own personal blessing, essentially, if you choose to participate. So if you're one of the first 15 people to share this live, we're live right now. If you're on Facebook or retweet it on Twitter, if you're tuning in from Twitter, after we close for the night, you'll receive a $2 compensation via Cash App. And our team is hip and very attentive too now. So don't be, they checking as we speak, keeping tabs, all that. So don't try and be slick. Be that one, ruin it for everybody. Don't be that one. Keep the devil up off us, for real. But no, furthermore, if you have any, if you miss any of our previous episodes, you can catch those on our Facebook and Twitter page. Feel free to follow us and stay connected and stay updated and not, make sure you can't miss none of the future segments. As well as while you're there, you can DM us and reach out if you'd like to be a feature for your story or know someone else who can benefit from this opportunity. Feel free to share the opportunity and we will try our best to make something work, schedules permitting. Now that we got that out the way, let's tap into the goods for real. Let's tap into the goods. Kicking us off this evening are two young ladies, I believe. Yeah, we got two young ladies. One was kind of but nah, she made it for us. My girl, and I became linked with her years back when I began actually dating her best friend, who was actually our feature tonight. Yes, indeed. But I've always had a ton of respect for her, and it's always been love. Even at times when her friend wasn't quite feeling me. But nah, she stayed solid though. And joining her is another young lady who I've formally met today officially, virtually. I've heard the name. It's been circulating in the chats and stuff like that. I've seen it and heard about it. But it's always good to finally put a name with a face. And she seems very cool. I enjoy the spirit already. And she's a friend with both Nelly and Dana as well, and also business partners with Dana. They have an event planning business, S1013 LLC. So y'all tap in, which they will be discussing with us a little bit when they come on. And Dana actually is a little entrepreneur bee for real. She also has a epoxy flooring and countertops design business she brewing right now. Deluxe Floor Decor. She's gonna touch on that a little bit as well. But I'm gonna stop talking so much. Without further ado, let's bring them in. The owners of S1013 LLC and then Deluxe Decor, Dana Rice. Let's get it. Here we go. All right, boom, Sanjay.
Hey y'all.
We got. Hold up. I can't hear you. Turn it up. Your mic good? Hold on. Let me make sure I can hear you. Oh yeah, you good. You good. Hold up. All right, cool. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh no, that music was tripping. Look at Rice. No, look at Rice. Ready to say something. But nah, look, ladies, how y'all doing? Welcome. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all looking nice, beautiful. Y'all ready to hop into it?
Yeah.
Already, let's do it. All right. First, give the people a little background about yourselves, where you're from, and y'all endeavors. whichever one you want to go first, I'll let y'all decide on that.
You know.
I'll go. So she's a little shy, but I'm Dana. That's Sanjay. We was roommates in college, and we just took our business to the next level once we graduated and everything. We met kind of in high school, kind of not, but we've been friends for some time now, and we've always been creative. So people always told us to like start a business with creativity and all types of things we be doing with like interior designing and stuff. So we just took that to the next level and created our business 134. So Sanjay, you could take the floor.
I mean, you kind of said everything.
No, you did.
We knew of each other. Like she said, we knew of each other. We're both from Jersey, and then we wound up going to the
Okay.
same school, but we didn't really get close until we got to school.
Facts.
Right.
Okay, little northern vibes. Okay, okay.
Right.
Sanjay, you been down south? You like that? You been down south?
I've been down south. I actually have family that lives down there. I don't like it, but I've been there.
I was gonna ask, did you like it? But never mind. Now I ain't even gonna go there. Then where your family at?
Don't give me the line. I think Charles.
For sure, for sure. But let's go. So what is 134? You know, what do y'all specialize in, Dana and Sanjay? What do y'all specialize
Dana.
I guess you want to take the floor again.
in?
We do event planning. So we specialize in event decorations. So we'll do like a full party, wedding, baby showers, anything you have in a dinner party, we can decorate it for you. We'll work with your budget. But we still make sure that we are able to, compensate for ourselves and when we travel and things like that. But we just enjoy, decorating and seeing
It's
expressions on
really
people's
experience.
face. That, yeah, seeing expressions on everybody's face and showing that like this is the beginning of this is how that place looked before and it was like now and it's just like wow, this is amazing.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I can dig it. So so what gave y'all the vision and aspiration to start it? It's something y'all have always kind of just like been doing on the fly, or you kind of just thought like, okay, it's time to tap into it. Like you see a little profitable, lucrative situation, you wanted to tap into it, or it's just been kind of like on the fly.
It kind of was like on a fly, kind of sort of like as we mentioned before, we were roommates in college, and then like one day our roommate came in like, y'all can only stay here for a year,
Oh,
right?
y'all hear that?
Eventually.
Yeah,
So then they're like, but this place is nice. Like, can we use it for like to put on like the websites and stuff like that? We're like, all right, sure. So then we'll put one day, and my sister needs to help with a party. So we're like, it's just balloons. We can't mess it up. Like, let's just keep kind of like took off. It went from balloons to people, family, friends. It's like, hey, can you decorate for us? And then it started.
ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't know what that sound is, but I can hear you. I just didn't like. I didn't know if it was something like.
I can't hear them.
Y'all can hear me though, right?
I
Dana,
can.
y'all both can still hear me and stuff,
It's
right?
real staticky. It's like
Okay,
real
I don't know
staticky.
what I don't know if it's on my end or what, but anyway, what would y'all say has been the toughest challenge for you personally and professionally along your journey, and how have you all managed that?
Maybe can you hear
Can
me?
you repeat your question because it's your end because we can't really hear like it's real staticky when you're talking.
Oh, it's my end?
Dana, it might be you because I can hear it.
Yeah, I think it might be yours, Dan.
It's not mine. Is it mine? Can you hear me?
Okay, now yeah, you good. You just did something
Um,
different.
It's yours, Corinne, because it's staticky when you talk.
But what I asked was, what would y'all say your toughest challenge, personally and professionally along y'all journeys, and how have you all managed that?
Okay, I'll
I
take the
would
question.
say
Um,
knowing our worth. Like at first, we were kind of scared to like put our prices out there because like we just started knowing nobody's gonna pay this. Like they're gonna look at us like we're crazy. But then it came a point in time is like if this is really what you want to do. Like for a lifetime, you gotta like step out of your comfort zone. You gotta just this is what it is. Like people are gonna pay for your talent and what once you know your worth.
For sure, that's real. That makes sense. Because you definitely got to be able to make sure you can balance both, and
Mm.
when you're doing business and trying to accumulate more business, like trying to finance it as well as set pricing in a competitive way, but as well as a more
Right, right.
understandable way when you kind of starting out. So I definitely feel that. And my final question for y'all, before we bring Nelly in, Along your journey thus far, has anxiety ever affected you all? Where overthinking and worry began to present itself, and if so, how did you cope with that? And how much of a factor does your relationship with God play in with that coping?
I feel like every event that we do, there's a different type of anxiety that comes along with it, and it just comes to the point like we can't be so hard on ourselves. Like we just got like they wanted us to do it for a reason. Like just let go and let God. Basically, like it's going to all turn out in the end to work for the greater good, and like it'll all be fine in the end. But like when we first started and like when we first planned and we run into some roadblocks, like is this going to be here on time? Like how we going to get all this here? And what's like it's just a whole bunch of factors that come into play. But it's just like you just got to let go and let God and just let Him work it out.
Nah, that's real though, because I definitely understand that. When you doing it, and I'm an entrepreneur myself. Like I like that hustle and going to get it, doing things and stuff like that. So I feel it. It look like Rice. I think it was hers. It might have been hers, but let's see if I can get her back. She back on now. All right. Yeah, yeah, it is. But like I was saying,
Yeah,
I
I think it
definitely.
was my phone. Sorry.
Yeah, nah, it's cool. You can chime in if you heard that last question.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh no, the last question was how Sanjay touched on it a bit, but how has anxiety ever affected you, and where overthinking and worry began to present itself, and how did your relationship with God help with that coping of that anxiety?
Um, I can speak more so of my personal business, the flooring business. I would say anxiety and fear and everything played a big part in that because I know like I'm like kind of like a perfectionist and I know I want a floor to look and I felt like I wasn't ready and to actually do so in home. I always practice in my house or practice on painting or something like that. So once people was inquiring, it was like I was back to my own blessings because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna charge them, but it's more so I want it to look right and I want it to look how it's supposed to look and not just have to do it because
For
it's not
sure.
about money. It's about my name is on it
Right.
and how I need to like I want it to be good. Like it lasts long. It lasts really long. It lasts probably like 2 years or plus once I'm home. So the whole stepping out of the comfort zone and pushing myself to the next level and really getting myself uncomfortable to really get up out of there, out of the own. Like I don't know. I just felt like fear had a part of me and not being able to like take myself to the next level. And that was just like stopping me from growing.
For sure, deep. I love it. Well, shoot, y'all let the people, again, where they can follow y'all and stay connected with you all via social media before y'all, before you go. And, if they want to inquire about, getting the floor done or getting the event planned, where they can tap in. I see we got something, maybe something separate from what's on the ticker. If y'all had that, we got something on the ticker, but y'all might have something else.
Yeah, all of our information is the same. That's down at the bottom for Instagram. The same. Like if you have an inquiry, you can email us at 134lsc@gmail.com.
Dope. Sure. I appreciate y'all, ladies. But we're gonna if y'all I
Thanks
don't
for
know if
coming up.
Bryce you gonna tap in onto the games later on, or you might I don't know, you're gonna be in. I know Sanjay in. Hopefully we can get you in too, but we'll see. I don't know. But I'll see y'all later. I
Yeah, I
appreciate
expect
y'all.
Thank you for having us.
All right, for sure. Definitely. All righty. Next up, we have our featured guest for the evening. If you know, you know. She's very near and dear to my heart and how much she means to me. When I started this platform, I always had in mind to have a segment on her because even though I have been involved with her on a more intimate level, I never had the opportunity to kind of publicly honor her personally. But, without further ado, let's welcome the beautiful Miss Chanel Perry. And let's get her.
Can you
Miss
see me?
Perry, your hair kind of cut off a little bit now.
How about now?
That's better. Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How about you?
Oh well, can't complain. You look nice. You looking good as always.
Thank you.
Give the people a little background and rundown about yourself to kick us off.
Well, my name is Chanel, but I go by Nelly. I don't know why he put Chanel, but Nelly. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. Um, I grew up here, born and raised. I've been playing basketball my whole life, and it took me to Clemson where I got a scholarship, and I was able to get my undergrad, and then I had an extra year because I was injured. I had a shoulder injury, and I was able to start on my master's there at South Carolina. Sorry, I was able to start my master's at South Carolina, and which now I'm waiting to finish to get my master's degree in health IT.
For sure, I love it. Dang, shoot, and don't let her fool y'all, y'all. She just don't like she don't know y'all like that, but she a little more talkative for real. But nah, she did she did well. But no, I'm messing with you. But let's hop into it. All right. So when we talk about anxiety, Nelly, anxiety can come from a variety of things, right? Directly or indirectly. Overthinking about things we can't control, worrying about a goal or something we want to accomplish at a specific time, or whatever the case may be, can create this intense worry and stress on ourselves, right? Resulting in things like panic attacks, depression, and other mental illnesses, and so forth. But when we take a step back and think to ourselves, a much deeper question we must ask is, why is this even occurring in the first place, right? Like, why am I really tripping and psyching myself out? And what we'll find is that, well, millennials anyway, is that with this consistent evolution of technology and social media, we naturally ourselves create this risk of anxiety unknowingly, right? Me and my pops talk about it all the time. He's like, man, I'm glad I ain't have to grow up with y'all. In these times, y'all got a lot more stuff to worry about, especially with social media and everything being more technologically driven. And when I think about, I'm sorry, and when I think about that, it resonates with me because it alludes to us as millennials having what? An even more in-depth adoption of the cliche perception is reality, right? Because social media is more prevalent now.
Right.
So we can create essentially everything we do or don't want the world to see and put on a facade to portray something we might not even be about, honestly. So when we're talking about the triggers of an individual's anxiety, particularly millennials, an even deeper question we must ask is, within social media being more prevalent in our society, where does the trigger to want to portray the facade originally stem from? And we'll find that just like everyone, millennials, people in general just want to feel what? Loved. They want to feel valued. They want to pretty much consider themselves staying relevant in the eyes of their peers and family. And this leads us into the topic for this evening of alienating anxiety. First Peter chapter 5, verse 7. Casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. With an emphasis on that all, because I'm sure we are all guilty of trying to control our narratives at times, right? Like we all at times have overthought and a situation that had nerves about an outcome to something, and rightfully so. So, in essence, it's always we're not always trusting or even thinking about, essentially, like Sanjay alluded to, letting go and letting God as we encounter moments along our journey. So, during your journey, what was a monumental moment or few that helped transform you into the woman you are today?
It's a good question. I would say, I guess the broad and the basic, answer anyone would give would just be graduating college. Like coming from urban areas and a city like Camden is kind of rare, so to speak, that people graduate college or even go to college or even receive a full scholarship. So I think that was probably one of the biggest moments in my life. And then also, I would say scoring 1,000 points in college. Like I never really expected to do that. It was just, I seen that I was good at it and I had opportunity, so I just took it. Like, why not?
For
So I
sure.
think those two that I can think of right now are probably the biggest two, you know, moments in my life.
Dope. I feel it. And sure, yeah, you can hoop a little bit. You're all right. It's like, no, I'm messing with you.
Get into how many times I beat you and you don't want to admit it.
Oh, we on live. Come on, now
Okay.
this is my show. No, man. But no, I'm messing with you. Because I'm sure, like during those moments you mentioned, you learned and saw some things, like who's
Right.
truly in your corner, your
Right.
circle of
Right.
influence, and who truly has your best interests at heart. It may
Right.
have even found your why in the midst of it all as well. If you didn't have a lot of clarity on it before. But what would you say? What would you consider your why to be? You know, why do you continue to wake up every day and push towards whatever it is you want to accomplish? Your motivation.
Um, well, for one, my motivation is, my mom. Just seeing how hard she worked and how relentless she is. Like anything she ever wanted, she went out and got it. So that's my like that right there is motivation in itself. Like
Right. Love
her
you.
doing whatever she want to do, because she put her best foot forward and worked hard at it. So for one, that's my why. And then two, um, I would just say having other people look up to me and me being inspiration to them. Like it's been plenty of times where I thought like I don't want to do this, or am I good enough, or
All right.
just those type of things that natural human beings think of, or
Right.
overthink. um that has helped me through a lot in my life, like just through probably every situation I ever been in, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. So just having people around me, that I know look up to me, and even people who come up to you randomly and be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You keep doing, you doing your thing." Things like that.
For
So
sure.
those
Def-
two, my mom, my family, and being an inspiration to the youth, and even my peers.
For sure, definitely. Because, like I said, being your partner, before even taking trips and visits up to meet all of your family, the love was very tangible and present. Just seeing it for myself, like your brother, your fam, and your friends driving like 10 hours to Clemson to see you play. And granted, y'all were transitioning, still trying to turn that curve as a program, so to speak. And so the record wasn't very good. Y'all were always in games and stuff like that, but it seemed like after halftime, like y'all just couldn't seem to finish at times. But for you to have those growing pains as a team throughout your entire career, and for them to still take that drive, like sometimes even on weeknights late, like yo, like that's love for real. Like that's something you don't see a lot of, and kind of sidebar. Y'all, y'all don't know this. I'm gonna take a little detour for a moment. But it's not just with her either, y'all. Like I know y'all hear me marveling kind of over the support of her, but I give it when it's due. Them Perrys and Thompsons,
Then I
yeah,
put my name.
yeah, they ride for theirs for real. That's and nah, for real, like that's both sides of the family. Like you hear me, y'all, like for real. And it's crazy because and it's just like I was saying, it's just not for like one person. Like they don't ride for like just one of them.
Right.
Like it's for all of them. If you're doing something good, they dare. And that's rightfully so. That's what it's about. Like we need more families doing stuff like that. That makes a difference. Like, but yeah, let me get back on track. So to be a part of that, like I was saying, and witness that kind of love, then to just hear how much pride you take, and like you mentioned, and being from Camden, your city,
Yeah.
and I can relate to that that sense of pride, being from Durham and the socioeconomic demographics. Chill out. The socioeconomic demographics and populations and
Right.
reputations following the two are very similar, so I understand like that grit and hunger that comes with being from a city like that. So during those underrated, doubted, or your low moments, God, family, and your city is like kind of what you pull from and lean on at times. A lot of the times. What were some challenges you faced along your journey, and how did God and knowing your why help you through those?
um I would say a few challenges would be, the first challenge was losing my dad. Like, losing a parent who's actually involved in your life. It was just so everything was just so different. Like I was entering high school, like my life just changed like in a blink of an eye. So that
Crazy.
would be probably the major challenge I ever faced. And then my second challenge is kind of two. In college, I had to sit out a year because I had surgery on my shoulder because I tore my labrum. So with that, I had to sit out. I wasn't used to sitting out. Like I never missed a game in high school, and then I come to college, I have these minor injuries, and then I have to miss a whole season. So then that was a challenge for me. That was at Clemson, and then I go to South Carolina. Now here's another big challenge. I'm new to the program. I feel like the talent is there, but it's just, I just think it was bad timing. Just thinking about it now, it was bad timing. Like I wasn't, I didn't get the minutes that, any player would think they deserve, or, rightfully so.
Sure.
So that was a big challenge. And then the challenge that I'm currently facing is back in December, I was in like a major car accident. I can't speak too much about it, but it was life changing. It was traumatic. I had to get a major surgery. I had to, relearn how to do pretty much everything. We learned how to walk, and
Deep.
I couldn't even feed myself. So just to, piggyback on that, it was one day, my nephew, he was, he came to see me, and he was feeding me. And I'm sorry if I start getting shit.
Nah, you gonna try and make me cry on my show.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hold it together, cause you know I can't take it.
I made it this far. I'm good.
Yeah.
And he was feeding me, and I asked him to give me a hug, and he was like, "I can't because your neck." So that right there, I was like, "Oh no, see, I gotta get myself together. I gotta get stronger mentally, physically." And so every day that was just like my motivation and my why. Like my nephew is looking up to me, who's seen me, take him places and just do a lot of different things with him. That kind of changed like my whole perspective. Like, oh, I'm getting back to the normal, to
Love
a
it.
better me, you know, in life. So that right there was just the icing on the cake. Like, okay, like now I really know why things happen, and what what transpired, and how I gotta move on from it. So
Facts.
just being like, and then just having a supportive family and friends, surrounded, that was everything to me, because I was crying like literally every day. Like it was a traumatic, experience. And I'm here, I'm healthy, I'm recovering, I'm almost there. I'm almost back to, my regular everyday life, playing basketball and doing what I want to do. But that was big for me.
Deep. And facts, man. Love the perseverance. Like you tried to make me I almost got teary eyed.
And I'm not even emotional, but I don't know why. And then every time I'm like,
Nah, I just nah because they you always had that drive and and I just like I said I appreciate like always appreciated like your perseverance and drive you have because like I know and like we all know pressure gonna always expose the weak, right? Like whether it be personally inside you or your circle, because when that pressure come, some pipes burst, and I'm using pipes figuratively because that can mean people as well. Like so I say some because you'll realize some people when they're all around and riding because of what you can kind of do for them. Like Drake say, crazy how it's got to be dark out to see who really with you. And for real, that's a rap verse, but at the same time, that's like facts. Like because at that very moment, you're going through something, they fade. Like you don't hear from them as much, and every time you do, it's about whatever thing you had going at the time you last crossed paths with them. And y'all know the ones I'm kind of talking about. And like you said, Nelly, like you a hooper, the ones that every time you talk to them, it's something dealing with basketball. I played football. Every time they talk to me, it's something regarding football. Never is it anything about you personally or
right,
just life or what's next for you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like they still living in that moment. And you hear the greats talk about it all the time. We hear about it in sports and just in the world in general. The
right,
winners in life know how to cherish and relish a moment, not let it define them and move
right.
on. They understand that it's just that a moment. They seize the moment, right, and live in the next. Period. And I'm going to, try not to
Wait,
touch that a little, but go
I'm
ahead.
saying,
Yeah.
um, and not, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off,
Oh
but
no, you good.
when,
You're
people asking you about sports and stuff like that, like I had a lot of people saying, "So what you going to do now? Are you like, depressing?" I'm like, if anybody know me, they know like basketball is not life. Like, yeah, it's life, but it's not life. Like, I'm more than just a basketball player. Like, I'm a woman first. Um, I love my
right.
family, other things than just play basketball. Yes, I've been successful thus far, but basketball is not life. There's more to life that I can give, and I'm going to strive every day to fulfill that. So I understand, like, you know, when people say like, what you gonna do now, or, you know, how's basketball, or, you know, those type of questions, even with
Right.
you as a football player, like, I totally get it. But that's not just who we are. That's a part of us, but it don't last forever. And,
Fact.
you know, with this experience that I've had now, you really see, like, it don't last forever. In the blink of an eye, it can be taken away from you. Just as anything, though, like anything you love or anything you want to do, it can be taken away within the blink of an eye. So it's more to life. That's all I really want to say. It's more to life, and, you know, I feel like we here for a reason. We have a purpose, and we don't always know what the purpose is initially, but once we find something we really love, it'll, you know, it'll show.
Facts, because when I was, gonna touch on, like you said, life is is constant test, right? God talks about it, like, i.e. moments. You know what I'm saying? And personally, people, I guess, they want to stay kind of attached to, like you said, sports, and they want to kind of keep staying in those moments because in the world's eyes, they consider that as making it, or they consider that as, you accomplished something that everybody else haven't accomplished. But
Right.
I'm gonna touch on that because when you talk about making it, right, then you can make it doing a variety of different things. Because last I checked, like, Jeff Bezos ain't dribble not now ball or throw not now ball, and a gentleman by the name of Barack Obama and Martin Luther King, they changed the world and ain't do now neither. But their legacy living on forever, right?
Right.
And I talk about those particular stories and people. I think they exist because God's definition of making it is being amongst the land of the living in
Right.
your purpose with
Yep.
joy. That's it, right? Health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? And based on that in itself, like, when you really think about it, there are a ton of people who actually made it in the Father's eyes, and they don't
Right.
even realize it, right? They
Right.
don't even, they have no idea. But
This
my,
thing.
yeah, it's like it's crazy. So but again, like, my next question for you is there anything you would say your deepest fear? And actually, this is my final question for you. Before we get Ivy on and let her chime in on the topic as well. Is there anything you would say your deepest fear or anxiety trigger is? And how do you welcome God in assisting with coping with that?
Um, I would say, I don't know if it's my deepest fear, but a fear that I have is not living up to the potential that I know I should, which is, you know, living in my purpose. And with that, you have to take risks and, you know, have self confidence and just go for it. Because I feel like whatever you do, people gonna talk about you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly. They're gonna talk about you. So if whatever it is you want to do, just do it. And I feel like if I don't, that'd be like something that would be my fear holding me back, if that makes sense.
For
So
sure.
I would just say that. And with that, with fear, I just feel like I have to just have faith. Like, it's faith over fear, because at
Right.
the end of the day, if you got fear, then you don't have faith, or you don't trust. And
Absolutely.
so I'm not gonna say you don't have if you have fear, you don't have faith, because everybody has fear. We're human. But,
Right.
you know, if you don't, I just feel like if you don't go for it or just do it, you never know where it might lead you. Like, it might lead you to a better path in life or somewhere. I just feel like if you, you know, take your fear and approach your fear and just do it, you gonna live in your purpose. That's my thoughts on it. So I don't really have a, you know, specific fear,
Yeah.
but I think that's a fear, a big fear that I have.
Absolutely. No, that's deep because I mean, shoot, I can agree. Like, I mean, living in your purpose and understanding, just living up
Right.
to your potential, and just pretty much really is you as a human being, as a Christian woman, essentially just trying to please God, living in fear of God and pleasing God. That's all. That's really essentially what you just said. But look, that was good stuff, Nelly. I appreciate it. Like I told y'all, see, she could talk. She started talking more, and but no, man, for real. Again, I enjoyed it, and beautiful as always. But
Thank
let's get Ivy in, and get her perspective a little bit. before we jump into the games and let y'all have a little fun?
Ivy the GOAT.
Hey,
Atkism, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
Great.
Oh well, you looking good. Look, Ivy she got on here and it's just so graceful. Like she got on here. That's why I call her Mama Ivy. Like,
Wait. Don't steal my name.
oh,
Ivy. Come on, Ivy.
I borrowed it. It's like it just sticks because it's like she get on here and it's just so, like it's you know what I'm saying? But nah, Ivy, glad you could join us. Introduce yourself. They hear me saying your name, but introduce yourself to the people and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for having me. I'm Ivy. I'm from Georgia. I was actually Nelly's teammate at Clemson University. So I spent 4 years there. From there, I moved to Oklahoma and helped to start a transition program. And for you guys who are on, Clemson Life, it's a program just like Clemson Life, but the state of Oklahoma didn't have a program like it. And so I moved to Oklahoma, was a program coordinator there, helped them start a program. Just moved home, actually got married in November to my husband. So that was a lot of fun. And now I'm working at a school in Georgia called Oxford College, and I'm working as their housing coordinator for isolation and quarantine. So that's where I'm at now. Yeah.
That's dope. Congrats again on the way, and I wish I could have been
Thank
there.
you.
I know the virus. I was gonna be there, but the corona deal. But Eli, my man, y'all always been a couple. Looked at it and was like, man, them two good people right there. You know, good people when you. But everyone, everyone loves the Ivy. But
everybody.
Well, everybody I know, you know what I'm saying. But definitely tell us, like you kind of alluded to what you're doing now, but tell us a little bit about your journey and some challenges you've overcome along the way, and what role did your relationship with God play in that?
Yeah. So I guess I might as well go back to Clemson. Because I will say one of my biggest struggles to date did happen at Clemson. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression my sophomore year. I stepped away from basketball a little while so I could focus on things that were important to me. And that was a tough time in my life. And I went through a time where, I'm a preacher's kid. Like, both my parents are ministers. My dad's been a pastor for as long as I can remember. And so it was almost like everyone expects like the preacher's kids to have it all together, and they expect you, like, when things go wrong, they come to you for the answers. And then it's like when things happen to you, you have people in your corner, but it's like you don't know how to reach out because you're the person who is supposed to be so strong and supposed to be there to help other people. So you hold on to so much and you take in everything, and at some point, like, it just becomes too much to carry on your own. So I just went through this phase, and I just remember having these conversations with people and them reminding me of things that I remember reminding other people of. And it was kind of one of those situations where you're like, they're preaching to the choir here, because I remember saying those same things to other people, but why can't I practice what I preach? And I think what I got out of that probably the most is that, and I've always been such a big family person. Like, I love my family. I love my friends like their family, but just being able to ask for help and being able to lean on people when you need help was something that was huge for me. And something that a lot of people don't talk about is the transition from college to finding a job. I went through such a struggle after graduation, like trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to be? Like, we all have this timeline in our head, like, oh, I'm going to have this done by a certain age. Like, I remember when I was younger, I was like, by 24, like, I'm going to be married. I'm going to have kids. And now I'm here and I'm like, oh, no, like, that's not it. So I had these unrealistic expectations of what I was supposed to be doing. Like, I thought I was supposed to have it all together after college, and then I felt like nobody would hire me. I was applying to all of these jobs, like, things just were not working out. And then I finally got a job, and it was where I was supposed to be. And I just continue to go through these phases where I'm such a planner. Like, I need to know what's going on. And so any situation I'm in where I don't know what's next, it's a high anxiety situation for me. But then I sit back, like, once I get through that situation, and I'm like, well, God brought me through a situation not too long ago. So what makes me think when I'm in this current situation that he's not going to do it again? So I just have to constantly remind myself that, like, if he'll do it one time, he'll do it again. Like, if he's going to do it for me, he'll do it for you. So I just go through this all the time where I get in these high anxiety situations and I'm like, I'm not doing something right. Like, where did I go wrong? And I didn't go wrong. And the beauty of, like, through my situation at Clemson, I had my psychologist to tell me, she was like, one of the ways you know that you've made it through a situation and you're okay with what you went through is when you can talk about it and not be like too nervous about what people are going to say, or till you're at the point where you're not too emotional to even get your story out. And when I got to the place where I was like, I can tell my story, I can talk about what I went through when I was in school and not be ashamed, because when I came home for Christmas my sophomore year of college, I was so nervous. I was like, everybody in my hometown knows I'm supposed to be playing basketball. Like, I'm home. They're going to be asking me all these questions. But when I was able to open up and tell my story, so many other people were able to come out and say, well, the same thing happened to me, or I went through this too. And so just being able to be open about your situation and be able to tell your testimony to other people, because you never know how it'll affect them.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I stamp, man. I follow all that. I feel all of that. That is real. I feel it. And I appreciate that, because, like, when you talking about your situation and just, I was actually kind of outside, but I was, I witnessed, like, and being the hearing kind of the communication about it. And just like to see you now and really to see you go through it, come back, play, like all that type stuff. It just was definitely, something inspiring for me personally as well. Like, to continue to keep going through, everything I'm going through. People, there are trials and tribulations everybody's going through, right? Like, your test, who's to say your test is worse than somebody else's, what I mean? Definitely being able to see you go through yours, and like Nelly as well, like just being her partner and stuff like that, seeing her her situation with her shoulder and stuff, like it was just like, man, I gotta, what I gotta be down about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, I appreciate that, and congrats on you say you started that foundation, or the transportation thing. Yeah, that's cool. Like, that's nice. Like, that's dope.
I go.
Yeah, I go. Definitely. All right, so look, are we ready to play? Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right, sure. All right, here we go. Let's get our ladies back in here. Sanjay and Rice. Let's see it. Sanjay, we good?
I'm good.
All right, yes, ma'am. I don't know what's wrong with Rice. It's like hers ain't working right now. All right. But look, here we go though. The first game is called Fact or Fib, right? Get it up for y'all right now. Let's see.
I'm about to win.
There's no rules to this, right?
Huh?
There's no rules to this, right?
The rule is you gonna either win or you gonna lose. But nah. Yeah. Nah, the rule is for this one, it's really no rules. We're just gonna allow y'all the opportunity to answer one at a time, just so so y'all can not essentially cheat on the answers and stuff like that. But here goes y'all first question right here. LA is the most populated city in the US. Fact or fib? And Nelly gonna go first, and then okay, Sanjay, what'd you say?
I'm going with fib.
Okay,
fact.
fib.
I'm gonna say fact.
Okay, we got a fact. Nelly.
Oh, I said fib.
Okay, you said fib. Okay, and the answer. Let me get my points right.
Don't be cheating now.
Nah. The answer is, in fact, a fib. It is a fib, y'all. It definitely is. Yep.
I was thinking New York.
It actually is New York.
New York. My head.
It's New York. It is. All right. And here we go. Here go y'all next question right there. Now this for you, Sanjay. I told y'all I gave y'all a little I threw y'all HBCU. Let's see
it. I went to HBCU. I don't know about
I gave you. I mean, I told you I had something for you. So I mean, look, the fact or fib, the first 9 HBCUs founded and established in 1867 were Howard, Barber Scotia, Fayetteville State, Johnson C. Smith, Morehouse, St. Aug, Morgan State, Alabama State, and Talladega College. Fact or
fib?
Okay, we got a fib.
I'm gonna say fib.
I'm gonna say fib too.
We got 3 fibs.
Yeah.
It actually, I'm disappointed, Sanjay. It's a fact. It's a fact, sis.
Dang.
Sanja,
I'll let
Yeah.
you down.
Yeah, I get. I tried to throw y'all a lob. Try to throw them HBCUs a little lob, man. Make it a little fair, cause we got athletes on here. I didn't want to make it, biased like that. But nah, here you go, right here. Fact or fib. Next question. The Fairly Odd Parents aired more seasons on Nickelodeon than the Rugrats. Y'all watch Nickelodeon? I don't know.
That's a fact. It used to be on like all the time for no reason. It's a fact.
So we got one fact.
Two facts.
Okay, two facts.
I'm gonna go fact.
Okay, we got three facts.
Yeah.
And the answer is a fact. It aired 10 seasons, and actually the Rugrats aired 9.
Wait, but then Rugrats had the spinoff All Grown Up, so do that count?
They did. But essentially we talking about real Rugrats. Like the baby Rugrat. You know what
You
I'm saying?
always got a butt, Nelly.
All right. Look, we transitioning to your next game right here.
Hold up. Wait. Pause.
Sanja, I'm gonna answer first and just take my answer.
All right. That's what I'm going to do.
Look, Sanja, look, I just gave you
I don't know
HBCU.
nothing about no sports.
I just gave you HBCU. I'm trying to even the playing field out here, man.
Go ahead and answer.
Look, who was the first woman player ever to be signed? Hold on, we ain't got no cheating going on over there, do we, Nelly?
There's no rules.
Hold on now. It look like we got some leaning going on over there. I need you to straighten up in the camera a little bit. What's y'all got? A, B, or C on this right here?
C, off my instinct, I got C.
I got C too then. You always go
A. I'm gonna say A.
Oh, come on, y'all.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with C.
And the answer is A. It's Cheryl Sweet.
Really?
What?
It is.
You let me down.
You let me know on the HBCU?
No, and see, look, the thing about it is though, like technically, she did sign in that year as well, but Cheryl Swoops was the first one though. So essentially, you know what I'm saying? Like they all signed, but Cheryl was the first one. But yeah, so y'all, it was kind of a little tricky question in there.
You be cheating because two of these questions.
All right, next question. Which sitcom aired first? All of Us, Girlfriends, One-on-One. Now, y'all, I don't know if y'all watch these. I know y'all ladies or whatnot. So I try to.
All of us, but I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I don't know all of us.
I'm gonna go with B.
I think it's Girlfriends first, and then I'm gonna go with Girlfriends, or it might be All of Us because I never heard of it.
I've never heard of All of
I
Us.
don't think All of Us aired until probably like 2003 or something. I don't know. But I think Girlfriends was like early.
It was before One-on-One.
Girlfriends and One-on-One are close, I feel like.
But I think Girlfriends is first.
I'm gonna go with B.
I love the decipher. So what we got? All right, Sanjay, where we going?
B.
Okay.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go with C.
I'm gonna go with B.
Watch Ivy be right.
Okay. And the answer is B. Girlfriends. It is Girlfriends. Yeah, there you go, Sanjay. That's what. Yeah, she was tapped in with that
one.
Here we go. Look, we're going right along. Which of these states is known as the cheese capital of the world? I don't know if y'all know this, but
I got this one.
I did too.
What y'all got?
B.
It's
B.
It's B.
Yeah.
Going once, going
B.
we got right here. Got
It's
a cousin, Nelly. Got your cousin now.
It's B.
All right, here we go. Right here. The answer is though. Nah, it's B. It is. It's Wisconsin, y'all. It is Wisconsin. They got some crazy stuff going on in Wisconsin right now. In the
I
world.
only knew because when the Packers.
Yeah, because of football, they be wearing them hats.
Absolutely. Yep, definitely. Yep, exactly. Yep. Crazy. All right, here we go. We got the election coming up where people exercising their rights. Which amendment granted black women right to vote? What we got?
Is this stuff I'm supposed to know?
I mean, I don't know. You feel like you should or not?
See?
I'm gonna go with C because
the last
women will last, and I know black women will really, really last. So I'm gonna go with C.
Karen trying to help Nelly. She
said
got a guess in there.
Oh, she said B.
I wonder if she looked it up. I'm gonna go.
Go with C.
We got a cousin here too, Nelly. Said B.
They,
All right,
probably
I'm
Googled it, so
I
it's
told them. They Googled it. B.
mhm.
Y'all going with that?
Yeah, I'm going with B.
I don't know now.
Don't do that.
Hey.
C.
Answer C. Hey, the answer C is the
Man,
19.
I knew it. That's what I
Yeah,
get.
I said
19.
C. So do I get?
That's what I get. I told y'all black women were gonna be the last one.
Yeah, hey.
Always the right
Yeah, but that thing is kind of down there now. In
Yeah.
the they could have put that up a
Thank
little. They had to do it that late in the law book. Let's see. All right, here we go. Transition to our last game for the night, ladies. It's called Pick the Misfit. As you see, you have the three choices up there, and you're gonna decipher between those. Two of the choices have something in common. One obviously doesn't fit. Pretty simple, straightforward. But you see, with this one, you get the opportunity, to catch up Ivy and Sanjay as well. Actually, you get the opportunity to catch up as well because you get
Wait,
two.
I'm winning.
Hold on, Nelly winning?
Yeah, she up by one.
Oh man.
Yeah, she up by one. So definitely but like I said, y'all get the opportunity. If you get these right, you get 2 points. So
Okay.
essentially, y'all can take off. They take over. But here we go. Out of those three, you got sensitive, the hint is postage. Sensitive, forever, definitive. Y'all decide which one doesn't fit. All right, can Rice get in here? Rice?
There she go.
Jesus.
Rice?
Welcome to the party.
Rice? You can be in here. See, hey, you ain't got to say much.
Hold on,
We just
y'all. I want to call.
Hey, we just love the presents. Now, look, all right. So look, y'all go ahead. We're going to keep her up here. She going to be on, but not on. So, yeah, what y'all got?
I know these answers.
No, why you know?
Man, I'm gonna go
Keep
with
me out the chat.
I'm gonna go with C.
I think it's A.
All right, Rice. This is winner take all. Everybody gonna get the opportunity right now. Since right, look, hey, clean slate for my dog Rice, man. She making sacrifices for us, y'all. Look, hey, Sierra said it's the headset for her, Rice.
I'm about
But
to
yeah,
get
what
off
y'all
work,
got?
relax.
I got C.
Okay, we have a C for Ivy.
I got B.
All right, we have a B
It's A.
and we have an A. And the answer is it's A.
I told
Jay got that right. Absolutely. And it's sensitive, right? Because the others are types of stamps. And sensitive is a feeling, right? Yeah, the other two are types of stamps. That's why the hint
Man,
was
I thought
posted.
it was like a
That
time
went way over
sensitive.
my head.
Yeah.
I knew forever stamps. I ain't know.
That went way over my head.
Right. Here we go right here. Next question. Sanjay actually just tied it up.
I'm taking it all.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, girl.
Here we go. All right, there go your
C.
three.
It's
The hint-
C.
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 I'm going with Ivy answer.
Oh yeah, y'all ain't playing with that one. So look, the answer is C. It
What
is.
is clouds?
And
Everybody
obviously y'all know because yeah, the other two are clouds. Y'all already hip. Yeah, exactly. Osily, I don't even know. I just threw that in there. Well, we just yeah. I just thought like maybe like they think ocular or something to kind of throw y'all off or something. Like I just threw that in there. But yeah, y'all ain't fall for that one for sure. But here go the last question right here. Entertainment is the hint. You got Issa Rae, Lena Waithe, Tiffany Haddish.
B.
Well,
B?
I got B.
it's B. I got something to piggyback off of that, but go ahead, B. I'm picking B.
I got B.
Y'all got B?
Yeah.
Final answers? Rice?
B.
Wait.
B?
C. Wait, no. Yeah, C. Wait, no. C.
Come on, Nelly.
All right, look, final answers right here. We got them in. All right, and the answer is
Oh, I was muted. I said C.
okay. And the answer is C.
No!
Look.
I
What it was then. Look.
I said C because Issa and Lena are both writers or something, right?
Wow, I
Right.
love it. I've never had anyone on here to know the exact reason I put for
Why
my misfit. That's what I'm telling. See, that's why
Man, that
that's what I'm
don't
telling.
count.
That's why that's my partner right there.
Like,
Telepathy going on. That's fake.
but also, if you was to do A and C, they both actresses.
Right.
But B, she just played in her own show on The Shy. So
Okay, but then you can also
We was
do
right too. So we
I'm
can
loving the lie
A and B because Issa wrote her own show too.
yeah, so the answer would be C. The difference is Tiffany Haddish didn't. I don't think she wrote something.
She ain't a producer. The other two are producers.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well as doing acting. The other two are producers. Tiffany Haddish hasn't tapped into the acting realm yet. But
That's
yeah,
true.
Nelly came out on top, y'all. But look,
this game.
I love it.
Y'all.
And it's only fitting for her, for it to be kind of her feature. But no, that was fun though, y'all. That was fun. And
That's
look,
good.
Wait,
before we get off for the night, we got our I have a final focus for y'all. And get it shared for you. And we'll see if we can
who's beeping the horn?
here we go. Hold up.
I need another question.
Hold up.
Right, man.
All
Bonus
right.
round.
For some reason, hold on, y'all. It's coming. Hold up. I'll make sure
You
it's
need a
coming
bonus
in a minute. I know they probably like, hold on, where is it? For some
How
reason,
does
they
it feel
want
to
to
be
pause the screen.
Oh wow, you fake.
Got
You fake. That's why I want you to win.
Go right here.
In every aspect of life.
You're going to fall flat on your face.
Y'all
You're
can
going to
hear?
be criticized when you come out into the arena called life. You're going to feel awkward and stupid and dumb sometimes. But it's okay. It goes with the territory.
You got to get messed up sometimes. You got to get dirty. You got to get your feelings hurt. You got to get disappointed. You got to get told no. You're going to ask somebody for some money. He's going to tell you no. That's just dirt. See, you get tripped out because you got dirt on you. But you need dirt on you to develop. Because dirt ain't just dirt. Dirt is fertilizer. Dirt is nutrients. Dirt gives you the strength for your seed to push through. See, you got to have dirt on you to push through. Everything you see that's beautiful starts out as a seed, but that seed got to get dirt on it. See, you get mad when haters come your way. You get mad because you get a setback. You get mad because you get thrown off course. You get mad because you get a detour. That's just dirt. You get mad because they talking about you. That's dirt. You get mad because you lost your mama. That's dirt. But show me something that has grown into something beautiful that didn't have no dirt on it. You got to have dirt on you to grow into what God got for you.
And maybe you've been knocked down in your life and it seems like, hey, the fight is over. It is not over unless you quit.
You have to learn to turn and look at every obstacle as an opportunity.
You got to get gritty, man. You got to develop some dog in you.
Life is going to throw some serious blows, some body blows, and they go hurt. But I want you to feel that pain going through your body. And as pain leaves your body, guess what's going to take its place? Success. No pain, no gain.
Pain has a purpose. Don't go through it, grow through it.
Stop running from your pain and embrace your pain. Your pain is going to be a part of your prize. I challenge you to push yourself. When you get to the point where enough is enough, when you get to the point where it hurt real bad, when you get to the point you can't take it no more, when you get to that point, doors start opening, opportunities start happening. But what you cannot do is you cannot quit during the process. You cannot give up because it ain't what you see. You cannot give up. Champions keep going when they don't have anything left in their tank, when they don't have no more, when it's over, when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when they're ready to give up, when they spent their last dime. That's when they get started. It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money, when all your energy gone, when you have nothing left. That's when it's showtime. When you find a way out of no way. When you find breath that you don't have. When you find energy that did not exist. When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe. That's when you find a way. I wish I could tell you it's gonna get easier. I wish I could tell you that if you just keep going, the weight is gonna get lighter. I wish I could tell you that, but that's not the truth. The truth is you gotta find something within. You gotta find something within, and that's gotta push you, and that's gotta elevate you, and that's gotta drive you, and that's gotta move you. And when you find out what your why is, you don't hit snooze no more. When you find your why, you find a way to make it happen. I challenge you to never give up. Never give up. You're gonna be here one day, but you'll never get here if you give up, if you give in, if you quit. And finally, guys, you gotta wanna succeed as bad as you wanna breathe.
It's a great message.
And the word says, "Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." So there is no point in dwelling on the unknown of the future. Thank God for the current moment and find contentment in that and relish in it. I'm prayerfully wishing you all a blessed rest of your week. Thank not Nelly, Ivy, thank y'all, Sanjay, Dana as well. Thank y'all all for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you all next time. And peace, blessings, love all of y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.